So now we have Tomás. I'm gonna share his presentation. Give me 1 second. Here we are. And please, for after Tomás, we have Immaculate. So please, Immaculate, get ready. And Tomás, the floor is yours.
Hi, I'm Tomás. I worked with Altermundi during the last month on a network capability app thanks to a program named Google Summer of Code. The context is that I worked with a teacher that I had some time ago, Juan Carrique, and he showed me the things that Altermundi do for community networks and the projects that they have for students. Then I met Nicolás Pace and Germán Ferraro, and they helped me during all the process of making a proposal and making it work. On this presentation, I'll show you the work that we did during the last month. So, let's begin with the introduction. And can you pass the... Thanks. The problem is that Android usually chooses the network that provides internet connection instead of the other one. So in some circumstances, the user can have trouble connecting to the LibreMesh app, which is the graphical interface that provides the configuration of the node. The Google Summer of Code is a program of Google that helps organizations to do open source projects. So with Altermundi, we present a proposal approved first by Freifunk as an umbrella corporation and then by Google. It's common among community networks that a big percentage of the users only uses, or most commonly uses, a mobile phone. And the majority of this device uses Android. If the users can connect to the LibreMesh app and have internet on their device, they can know what the problem on the network is or even inform them. So this was a usual problem in LibreMesh networks, and it created a lack of communication between networks administrators and those who had to make error reports due to the inability to stay in configuration without losing the internet access. The problem is discovered late, since from the LibreMesh side, it could not be known without a relevant communication which network were having problem. With all this framework, we began an attempt to propose a solution that allows maintaining an internet connection and at the same time reporting problems that might occur in the local network, the Wi-Fi node. So now I'm going to pass to the project. Can you pass the slide? Thanks. It consists of an app that had 3 objectives during the months of the Google Summer of Code. The advantage of this is that if the device detects that the Wi-Fi doesn't provide internet, then the app can force the mobile phone to connect to the LibreMesh app with the Wi-Fi interface instead of mobile data. So one of the objectives of the app is to integrate with the LibreMesh operating system. This means that any user that has access to the LibreMesh app will have the possibility to download the app directly from inside the node, and to do this, the app needs to be light. So to avoid confusions, the app needed to be designed with a graphical user interface that only had 2 or 3 screens and an easy path to the LibreMesh app without much interaction. So next slide, please. So with all that in mind, now we'll see the application that we developed during the last month. The logic part is really simple, but it needs to have the part of the app that do the network selection to pass all the data through Wi-Fi and not through mobile data. So the logic part consists of 2 parts. The first one is checking if the device has a Wi-Fi connection to a LibreMesh node, and the second one is to opening a navigator that accesses the LibreMesh app with its features. We have here a screenshot of the app working and is connected to the LibreMesh app. And when the user is connected, he can access all the configuration options of the node in the same way as if he had entered with any other web browser. Next slide, please. So the graphical user interface consists of a web view. That's in the case that the access was successful, or an error that shows some tips to do a correct connection if it wasn't. And here we have a screenshot that shows an error accessing the LibreMesh app, and there is a retry button, so the user can press it when the problem is solved and try again to access the LibreMesh app. Next slide. And that's all the presentation. Thanks to Altermundi for giving me this space, and it was a pleasure to join and talk with you about the work that we did during the last month. Thanks also to this great team that always helped me to work on the project. I talked before about them, but they are my mentors, Nicolás Pase and Germán Ferrero, and our great advisor, Juan Carrique. Thanks to all of you for listening, and if anyone wants to make questions about the project or the app, I'm here to answer them. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tomás.